Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 17 of Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends. And after everything we've done in Quan Castle and Ting, now it all culminates to beating back Wei in He Fei. The thing is, however, unlike free mode, we may actually have an easier time to do that because we took on the two missions to make He Fei an easier experience. Mind you, if we would have played this on free mode, not so much. Nope, not so much. Your main commanding officer would be in danger constantly because of the fact of Zhang Liao. Let's just put it to you like this. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking on He Fei, which has one of my favorite themes, which, by the way, is on Dynasty Warriors 9. So, yeah. Make of that what you will. But, as you see, there aren't that many officers for Wu. However, Wei has a lot of officers. They have Zhang Liao, who is going to be the main star of this whole entire stage. Sorry, I had to think about that because it's his ambush that throws things awry. And on top of the fact that once Sun Jian crossed the bridge, he'll be trapped by Zhang Liao, and you have only a limited amount of time to get to him before Zhang Liao finishes him off. So bear that in mind. But you see all these officers now? If you have actually completed Ting and Quan Castle before coming here, you will end up getting some extra help, but at the same time, they'll end up getting some extra help too. So on that note, let's prepare for arguably one of the best themes in the game.
Defeat Cao Cao and take He Fei.
A message from Lord Lu Meng of Quan Castle.
Also, if you manage to beat He Fei, Lu Meng actually reports to Sun Jian and tells him that the bridge is actually a trap. Of course, we are now running into Xiahou Dune. Xiahou, you're wrong. Wrong Xiahou. Wrong Xiahou. I should know who this guy is because I have his moveset. Yeah, that's the thing. The sword actually copies one of 10 movesets, whether it's Cao Cao, Liu Bei, Sun Jian, Hua Zhang, Xiahou Yuan, which, by the way, I defeated, and defeated easily, mind you. And the reason why is because I know Xiahou Dune from inside and out because of the fact that, well, I have his weapon, technically. Which is the fact that it's in the form of a sword instead of a club. And let's see, I think there was some other... Oh yeah, Yuan, Xiao, and Dong Zhuo. They were the other movesets in the sword moveset. I'm more than sure and I'm positive about... Oh wait, no, it was Sun Jian and Yuan Xiao. That's what it was. But whatever the case, folks. Now that we've got rid of Xiahou Yuan, I think would be a best interest... Okay, it would be in our best interest to get to the guard... God damn it. What I was trying to do was get to the gate and actually get to Zhang Liao and defeat him. However, unfortunately, that's not the case, because the archers stopped me. Sun Jian unfortunately went to the bridge anyway. And me, like a dunce, thinking that, hey, well, there's supposed to be a captain here, but apparently not. Shit!
Sun Jian is trapped now. Victory is ours!
Well, cause of my not-so-quick actions, the bridge broke anyway. Because I literally forgot there was a guard captain there, and That's what happens when you come back to a game that you haven't played for a long time and try to remember some stuff. But I do remember that if you do not actually go to Ting and Fan Castle, there will be multiple visits of Zhang Liao. Like, he will show up as Sun Jian is trying to flee the stage. I mean, yeah, you're going to try to fight him off, but Zhang Liao will also have high morale every time you run into him. So, now that actually temporarily stopped Zhang Liao from attacking Sun Jian and leaving him trapped, at least the morale didn't go down too much, because Sun Quan also appeared along with, I forgot what the hell that guy's name was. But whatever the case, he came in with help. So all we practically need to do is take down people that are in our way, because Sun Jian will not retreat this time around, as opposed to if we didn't actually visit Quan Castle and Ting and just came here to He Fei. And by the way, doing so will actually not only unlock Su Qing, but also unlock some Wu Tails battles, which in turn will mean that you will not be able to beat the game without taking down those Wu Tail battles. So on that note, take care of all the enemies that happen to be in your way. And afterwards, try to get as many checkpoints as you can to try to mitigate whatever damage, because the soldiers actually can take out Sun Jian. I mean, even if Sun Jian's morale is soaring, if the soldiers have higher morale than the rest of the army, Sun Jian will not stand a chance. And by soldiers, I mean the enemy soldiers. So what I'm going to do is find those archers and kill them for shooting me off of my horse, and take down the checkpoints. I might as well take those down, because if I don't, that's going to be more enemies coming out of the woodwork, and I don't want that. Also, Zhang Liao will be coming soon, although it'll be a one-time only appearance for him, instead of him constantly appearing over and over again, which would have happened if I would have actually skipped Ting and Fan Castle. So yeah, there is that. However, with that said, let's try to go back to Sun Jian before things get out of hand. And I might as well take this guy down while I'm at it too.
I, Zhang Liao, have arrived to tear the heart out of Wu.
Unlike with the last part, Zhang Liao is not superpowered this time around, so at least you don't have to worry about that.
Enemy officer
You
defeated.
do still have to worry about the fact that Sun Jian is a paper tiger due to all this morale
We
loss.
must not fall
Ouch.
behind.
So let's go on ahead and hop on a horse and get over to Zhang Liao and finally finish him off. Well, I wouldn't say finish him off, because of the fact that Zhang Liao is not going to be defeated until the last part, provided we actually run into him. So, with that said, find Zhang Liao and actually go one-on-one with him. Unfortunately, you can't go into a duel with him because of the relationship with him. I don't think you have relationship values with him. I'm not sure how the duel works, but if you do... Oh wait, no, he is superpowered. Oh shit. So yeah, I'm not too keen on the relationship values of most of the officers here. And Ling Tong has been defeated. Ouch. That sucks. But I am not too keen onto the officers' relationships on whether or not they could get duels. I mean, if this was a duel, this would be so much easier to take down Zhang Liao. But instead, it is not. And Zhang Liao is definitely doing some serious damage to me. Oh, by the way, this is also the game where Zhang Liao also has a halberd as opposed to his twin axes like he does in the next couple of games. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, Zhang Liao has been defeated for now. Now it's time for us to take out the rest of these guys in He Fei.
Right. Push them all the way back.
And with Zhang Liao defeated, Sun Jian will not retreat. In other words, he will push back the enemy forces so that you'll be able to get the rest of the officers and eventually conquer He Fei.
Definitively.
Oh yeah, and here comes Lu Jun, just as I expected, just as I said. Lu Jun is actually reinforcements from Quan Castle. However, it's not just Lu Jun that's going to show up. Again, Xiahou is very salty of what happened last part, and now he is going to take his revenge. I'm not sure if he's ultra powerful, but he does have high morale, which would mean eventually the defeat of Lu Jun. I mean, we might as well just take out as many as we can before dealing with Xiahou, but Lu Jun may end up falling. Oh wait, never mind. My troops ends up annihilating Cao Zhang. So, Cao Zhang. Why did I say Cao Zhang? This is a Dynasty Warriors 9. And yes, they actually say Cao in Dynasty Warriors 9. And Sun Jian just showed up with the catapults, which are making it easy access to get into He Fei, which is all but locked.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. But we'll make up for it. Right, guys?
Well, we may have been semi-ready for Zhang Liao. Nobody was ready for Gan Ning. As a matter of fact, he shows up to reinforce the Wu army, even though Lu Jun just got taken out by a high morale Xiahou. Oh yeah, that's right, I did mention that Xiahou came in with high morale. So bear that in mind when you're fighting him. Also, I think I may have stumbled upon a angel wine, which is probably why my Musou was almost as high as my health. I didn't think I did, but apparently I did, so there is that. Again, Xiahou is pretty much like the high-powered generic officers that you happen to find in the battle of Xiahou and the unification of Jing, or the unification of Jiangdong. You actually take on that mission too. So yeah, while the generic officer, while the fact that Xiahou is a high-powered generic officer, he can still be dangerous if you're at a low level. Even though, like, 5 games later, he actually becomes a playable character, and he's still just as gullible there as he is here. He even actually makes it his character quirk, being gullible enough to fall for anything, including being robbed by some old lady. I wish I was making that up. Anyway, let's go on ahead and go after Xiahou, because I do believe Xiahou is the next victim on our list. And of course we're going to have a duel with him. Why wouldn't we? It's Xiahou. I'm still wondering what is the conditions to actually get into a duel with certain officers. I know it is the fact that they have to have low a low officer count in order for you to get into a duel. That means they're about to be kicked out of the battle and stuff like that. But oh wait, Cao Pi is over here, and he too is not an character. He's a generic officer. It's not till 5 he becomes an actual Musou officer, and he made a spectacular splash in 5. Let's put it to you like this. Anybody see my Dynasty Warriors 5 playthrough and also see the extra video? Goddamn, his first debut, he was the actual poster child of Dynasty Warriors 5, and he happened to lead an entire army against Xiahou. Then again, Xiahou is always doing something awesome no matter what Dynasty Warriors it is. Yeah, that includes 9 actually. Granted, it's mediocre at best as far as the intro is concerned. Anyway, let's deal with Eugene, who is also not going to be an actual playable character to Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. And we're going to try to deal with Xiahou Pi. He's not a high-powered generic officer unlike Xiahou. Just make sure you get rid of Xiahou Pi really quickly because of the fact that Xiahou Pi can actually cause you some problems later on down the line. Because the longer that he's there, I think reinforcements will keep coming. Even if you take out the checkpoints. I think that's what will happen. But we've cut off reinforcements at least. Which brings us to Xiahou. But before we get to him, let's take out the rest of these checkpoints. Well, check out the checkpoints here. I mean, the more checkpoints we get rid of, the better, of course. And I do believe the catapult just broke open He Fei Castle. And for the record, you had to get through either Xiahou Pi or Xiahou in order to actually get to the guards that are blocking the castle's entrance. I mean, while Xiahou is the hard way and Xiahou Pi's the easy way, Xiahou Pi has more troops than Xiahou, and all you gotta do is just take on Xiahou in a duel. That pretty much would have solved your problem right there. Now, see, here's the thing. Notice Sun Jian is stationed comfortably. Oh, we found ourselves another Musou. But as I was saying, notice that Sun Jian is resting comfortably right in front of a checkpoint, which is something I do not want him to happen. Want that to happen. Okay, I'm stuttering here. I did not want him to be resting near an enemy checkpoint because of the fact that despite the fact that he is not making any movements, they can pour out lots and lots of troops to come in to attack Sun Jian, which in turn would weaken Sun Jian to the point where he could be killed off by mooks. And that is something I do not want to happen. In the higher difficulties, that will happen. Like in normal, or in easy, or in beginner, Sun Jian will not, attack unless it's necessary. And even then, you've noticed on normal that sometimes the enemy commander will actually join into the fight, regardless of the difficulty. But whether or not the commander's a paper tiger all depends on how well you do. Alright, now it's time to take out Xiahou. Yeah, that's what his name is. And Xiahou is also a character that made his debut in Dynasty Warriors 7. And remember, this guy used to work for Dong Zhuo too. I would prefer him looking like one of the Pirates of the Caribbean than actually his new design or his generic officer design, which is a basic strategist. And I managed to get an attack up +2, which is even more devastating than what my attack up +1 would be. Okay, let me try this again. It's even more devastating to get an attack +2 than an attack +1, because that means you can one-shot people. Now once my attack gets to its maximum, that's when all bets are off. Or even better, if the tiger amulet that I happen to have gets to maximum, and so does the tortoise amulet, all bets are off. And speaking of all bets are off, time to face off against Xiahou. This is one of the characters I've actually beaten Dynasty Warriors 4 with first, aside from Zhou. And I do believe, who was the other one for Wei? Oh yeah, Wei Yan. I also defeated Dynasty Warriors 4 with him. I can assure you, it was not easy to face off as either one of those guys. And I managed to beat Xiahou. Oh god, I thought I beat him. He uses Musou on me at the last minute. Damn it. That's okay. Xiahou has some erratic swings, but at the same time, Xiahou can be pretty damn powerful if need be. He does have one weakness though. The fact that you can chew through his defense no problem unless he hits a hard attack or charge attack or a counter attack. But other than that, I can't believe it just jumped like that. My bad. Once you take a few shots off of Xiahou, it's all well and good. And yeah, the audio may be a little bit low. That's because I was half asleep when I did this last night. This time, I'm actually fully awake. So yeah, let's start taking it to the enemy now. And with that said, we're gonna have to barge in to He Fei and say hello to Xiahou. Trust me, it's not gonna be the last time I'm gonna say hello to Xiahou. We'll just have to pick up where we last left off at the Battle of Chirbi, when we had to face off against Xiahou, and Xiahou murked a lot of my bodyguards. I can never forgive that. Oh yeah, and Xiahou is at the other end of this too. He's also guarding the door. So let's go on ahead and beat him.
Follow your example.
Wait, I thought I got him. Yeah, there we go. Let's go on ahead and beat him, and that would probably unlock the other side, which in turn will allow me free access no matter which path I take over to He Fei Castle. I mean, the catapults gave me complete direct access to the front. Now we have full access from both sides, and He Fei is pretty much as good as ours so long as we don't die at the hands of Xiahou. Alright, let's hop on the horse, and I had to swipe a couple of times to make sure I got some enemy officers. Sorry, something was in my nose. But as I was saying, I swiped a couple of times to make sure I got my hands on a couple of enemy officers, so that way I won't have to worry about getting knocked off my horse when I jump on it.
You are a hero without equal.
So with that said, let's go to He Fei Castle and knock on Xiao's door. And be very rude about it, because we'll just kick down Xiao's door. We're gonna take that castle, and we are going to finally push way back to its breaking point. So, on that note, let's go find Xiahou. And he should be up the stairs where I can't use a horse. Sometimes you just wish you could use a horse anywhere. Apparently you can't. That's the one thing 9 actually fixes, despite all the guff people give that game. Anyway, with so much morale dropped from Xiahou, you'd think Xiahou would be easy, right? No, he actually does get an attack boost. But defense boost, not so much. Oh, and also, Warple will make quick work of Xiahou, because the critical hits really does a number on him. And you want to know what else will do a number on him? The guard, no, the break gem, that's what it is, the break orb. Every time you break Xiao's guard whenever he's trying to block, it makes it easier for you to finish off superpowered enemies like Xiahou or Lu Bu. And God forbid if you actually have a projectile or a projectile attack. Like the fireballs, that's what I meant to say. You could break their guard easily by just standing there, just constantly pressing the triangle button, or Y if you're on the Xbox, or whatever button you mapped it to if you're on the PC. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with He Fei, and we only got one more stage before we are done with the Musou completely. We didn't get anything good this time around, but we did manage to get up enough experience points where if we actually had a lower level character, we'd have probably maxed them out by now. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys in part 18 as we wrap up the Musou mode with the Battle of Xuchang. Although it won't have that catchy music like in Dynasty Warriors 6, it's still a pretty decent level. There's a lot of difficulty and a lot of traps. So stay tuned for that, as that may show up Monday. See you guys next time.